I am the goat. I am the goat. Hey, I am the goat. I am the goat. I am the goat. I am the goat.
Hey, welcome back. It's Coffee with the Goose, where we talk about everything that's interesting, fascinating, and irritating. I am the Goose, along with my partner Jude. So glad you welcomed us back into your home. And we're going to talk more Manny Pacquiao as he gets ready for this championship bout in July against Mario Barrios. It's going to be a lot of fun. Anyhow, we'll start with a little coffee as we always do. You know, my coffee, very strong like my opinion. And I've got some creamer in there to make it sweet, just like me. All right, Manny Pacquiao. What can't this guy do? I mean, he's 46 years old. He's been a senator. Well, I'll give you the list here in a second, but you know he's not coming back from the dead. A lot of people think at 46 years old that's way too old to be fighting for a championship. But don't fool yourself. This is Manny Pacquiao. He held a title just a few years ago. So he's not just going to get old overnight. That's not who he is. He takes good care of himself. And the fight's set for July 19th, probably in Vegas against Mario Barrios. It'll be for the WBC Welterweight Championship of the World. And, this is so much fun. Again, not just fight night. That's just that's where the excitement, that's what we're heading towards. But getting ready for it, talking about it, and does he have a chance? What are the different odds? What's the game plan? There's a lot to cover here. But Manny Pacquiao, not only is he a great fighter, but he's had a tremendous impact on many, many people, millions of people in his life. First of all, he grew up poor, as most great fighters do. There's that sense of urgency. There's that fire in their belly. Manny grew up in Mindanao, and throughout much of his childhood, the Philippine army was running battles against Abu Sayyaf and the different rebels, and more than one battle took place right in front of his house. So Manny knows firsthand what it's like to be living in danger and in poverty. His dad left the family when he was young, so Manny, took it upon himself to take care of the family, selling goods in the streets, and eventually getting into the fight game and making real money. And the rest is history. But it's more than just being a fighter. He has taken millions of his own dollars that he earned and helped poor people, not just in the Philippines, but here in the U.S. We've seen it. But he has, I believe he has built a hospital in Mindanao with his own money. He has, and I'm not exaggerating one bit, he has built thousands of homes with his money for poor people in the Philippines. He's just such an inspiration to his countrymen. And for many years, it may have waned a little bit as time has gone on, but when he fights, everything shuts down in the Philippines. There's a truce. There's no fighting. There's no crime. Everybody sits down and enjoys their countryman, who is a real icon, fight the latest fight. So he's a real inspiration for his countrymen. Also, he takes great pride, as he should, in preaching the gospel of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Manny knows where all good things come from, and all of his success, it comes from God. And he loves to share the source of that, the good news, the gospel, with all of us. And so there's more inspiration. The inspiration of God through Manny Pacquiao. He's also served his country as a senator for several years. He just lost the latest election for another run, but whatever, that's no big deal. He's served his country before as a senator in the Philippines and helped many people through that avenue as well. And he's also just his stick to it, hard work, never say die attitude, always many times the underdog, and people love to see that. And if you follow Manny Pacquiao throughout his career, you've seen that. Many, many fights, he's been the underdog. People didn't give him a chance, and not only did he overcome the odds, but he's left those doubts laying on the floor in the ring, being counted out by the referee. Manny is a beast in the ring. Now, if that's not enough for you, proof that he's an inspiration to people, an icon, a hero, he has been a great source of inspiration for fighters, mostly in the Philippines. And there's many championship fighters that I could name. I'll just give you a few of the names of the more recent success stories. The first, of course, is Nonito Donaire, who's maybe the second most popular, second best known Filipino fighter. He's had 17 title fights and I believe 10 wins. Nonito Donaire is a Hall of Fame boxer. We followed him for many years as well. Jerwin Ancajas, 10, I think, different title defenses. Melvin Jerusalem, who is a current WBC mini flyweight titleist, and Pedro Taduran, forgive me if I butcher the name, current IBF mini flyweight champion. And two other former champions, Rene Cuarto and Mark Pacquiao. Remember Mark Pacquiao? We had a chance to interview him, very gracious young man and an absolute terror in the ring. He has drawn much of his inspiration from Manny Pacquiao. As a matter of fact, during he was on the undercard of the latest Pacquiao fight. We were in Vegas for that one. Manny may have lost to Yordenis Ugas, but I'll never forget this fight with Mark Pacquiao. It was a rags to riches storybook fight. He was fighting a great Mexican fighter, and I cannot remember the guy's name. Mark knocked the guy down, I believe, in the second round, and that was it. This great Mexican fighter, and they're all good from Mexico, was schooling Pacquiao for like 8 rounds after that. I mean, making him look bad, beating him up, beating him to the punch, and we're all just shaking our heads like, Pacquiao, what's going on with you? Then, I think it was the 10th round, around the 10th round, their feet got tangled up. Just a few seconds after that, oops, slip, laugh at me if you can moment, he knocked this opponent out. He was out on his feet.
Is that Seja?
What's that?
Seja?
Yeah.
Okay, that's Seja.
Out on his feet and blasted him once more on the way down. He's out for like 10 minutes.
Right.
It was frightening. But Mark Pacquiao announced his arrival on the national scene in no uncertain terms. Frightening fighter and very good, and ended up winning a title. And we interviewed him after that. Mark's a great guy. We enjoyed our conversation with him, and I'm sure he'll be. He's won his last 2 fights, and he's back in the game, and I'm sure he'll be fighting for a title very soon. But those are the. That's a list. There are many other fighters that you'll never hear of who are inspired by Manny Pacquiao. They see their countrymen reaching the heights of popularity and success that no other fighter has ever gotten in the business, and they want a piece of that too. So it's and the other reasons I listed, it's a beautiful thing to see a guy not just succeed, but become an icon and inspire other people to do the same thing. And that's we love Manny Pacquiao for many reasons. First and foremost, because he helps people. And he preaches the gospel. We love Manny. We have the utmost respect for him. And Mario Barrios is about to learn a tough lesson. Who knows who's going to win? Okay, we're not going to make a prediction yet. We will as the fight gets closer. Mario Barrios, again, a very accomplished fighter. He's a legitimate world champion. And Manny is going in there to take his belt away from him. And I'll give you, before we let you go, I'll just give you a few names, examples of the many fighters that Pacquiao has gotten into the ring with and been an underdog. Nobody thought he had a chance. He ended up beating him. His first fight against Marco Antonio Barrera, his first fight, he ended up beating him twice. Eric Morales, he was an underdog there. Morales beat him the first time. Manny came back and beat him twice. Lelo Ladwaba, that was his first fight in the U.S. Manny took his title. Juan Manuel Marquez, nobody thought he could beat Marquez, and he did twice. Yeah, he lost once, but don't forget, he beat him twice. And, of course, Oscar De La Hoya. That's the first time I ever watched Manny fight was against Oscar De La Hoya. Nobody thought Manny could beat him. Manny didn't just beat him, but he made him quit on the stool and sent him into retirement. And De La Hoya says to this day he's the best fighter, the toughest fighter he's ever gotten into the ring with. So, and many other boxers say that. Manny is the greatest. You know, a lot of people say they're the greatest. Manny never says he's the greatest, but he is, in my opinion. And we're going to see him get into the ring again July 19th, probably in Vegas, against Mario Barrios for the WBC welterweight champion of the world. And this will be fun. Predictions coming up. Stick with us. We've got a lot more shows to come, a lot more information to cover. And, well, you know us by now. We don't just talk boxing. A lot of other crazy stuff we're going to get into, as we have in the past. We'll give you some little teaser tidbits probably during our next show and let you know, give you an example of some of the stuff we're going to cover for you guys. Much of it Filipino related, like food, and a lot more than that. Okay, that's it for this edition of Coffee with the Goose. Give me your opinions. Love to hear what you think. I learn a lot from you guys. You're the smartest group watching YouTube. Trust me. That's it for Coffee with the Goose. We'll talk to you again soon.